What's going on, y'all? Back with another video. It's 4th Down Special. Got Mikhail, cameraman, Clayton, social media consultant, and then me, DJ, the interview, reporter guy. So we have some questions today for our Q&A, and Clayton's gonna read them out, and then we'll all answer individually.
Will we ever discuss any other sports than football?
I mean, who wants to go first?
Yeah, Clayton, you go first. Maybe like some other sports like basketball and like sports that like we know a little bit about, but like the sports that take like dedicated fans, like hockey. Like we're not gonna cover hockey because like we don't know anything about it.
Yeah. We'll probably do a video like. We'll probably do like joint videos, like where we talk about another sport with somebody who plays that sport, does that sport. But
I mean, we might not like talk about certain sports. Like we may be solely based around football, but most of our like activities that we do, like on the side or challenges that we do, is gonna be with other stuff. It's not gonna just be basically on football. It's gonna be like basketball or soccer, just whatever y'all guys would be entertained with.
So the next question is who is the greatest football player of all time? And I'm gonna have to go with Tom Brady because he has the most Super Bowl championships. I mean, he is like regular season wins don't matter, but Super Bowl wins do.
Right. What do you got?
Yeah, stat wise, I would have to say Tom Brady. I mean, he is literally by stat wise and by like just you see him play wise, like you can tell like he's a really good quarterback. I mean, he's really a really important position in the game of football. So I mean, hey, that gotta be great.
It's hard to say, but if I had to say one great player, Joe Montana. He was fine. I think, bro, if he played in our era with the type of players with the speed nowadays, bro, he would have had way more Super Bowls than Tom Brady. I truly believe that.
Question is, how do you manage your everyday lives with football? I mean, that one's kind of easy. We just go to school, then we go to practice, then we go home, eat, sleep, and then repeat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit more to it. Like, you gotta maintain what you eat. Like
drinking.
Yeah, make sure you drink a lot of water. Like, water is like a very important thing because it keeps you hydrated and you don't cramp up as easily because like that's really bad if you start cramping.
Schoolwork isn't that bad.
Yeah, schoolwork is a necessity to play football. Obviously, in the college level, and it's gonna really be a plan B if God forbid it doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be realistic.
Next question is from a fellow social media thing at our school. It's when will y'all be coming on Tiger Sports Talk?
We'll be going on whenever one of our we're talking to one of the guys who goes over the stuff with Tiger Vision, Tiger Sports Talk. His name Ethan Lane, one of our teammates.
Right. And
whenever he gives us our little script or whatever to go over, we'll be on there. So stay tuned.
Question is, how and where do you train? I train at Mill Creek with Greg Davis. He was a former kicker for the Falcons, and he's number 65 on the leaderboard for all-time scorer, and he gets me right every Sunday.
Honestly, I go out my old few of teammates, like back in my old high school, we work out, get a little lift in. I usually work out on my own, running and doing all that conditioning stuff. I have to do that as a running back. So yeah, pretty much yeah.
I work out with him sometimes, or Clayton, and I'll do just stuff on my own. But when I train with Dash. It's in Lawrenceville. Or I train with this guy named Brad Lester. He's like a running back guy. Played at Auburn, so he knows what he's doing.
The next question is, what records have you set in your lifetime? I believe I have not set any records so far in my lifetime, so...
Hey, records to come, baby. That's all I gotta say. Records to come.
Hey, I have records to come, but I hold, as of right now, the record for the longest touchdown in Arch High School history.
Oh wait, I actually slipped my mind. I actually do have a record. It was the first varsity touchdown at Discovery High School.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. You told me about that.
Yeah.
So me and him both hold records.
Yep.
Clay Day, it's coming. It's coming.
The next question is, what other sports do you enjoy? I enjoy, MLS, Major League Soccer, Man United.
Yeah.
Such a punter.
I have to say basketball most definitely. Like, man, seeing all those guys work and show off for the fans and doing their thing, and bringing memories back to football. Cause when they be out there competing, man, they be out there competing. Man. Ain't no doubt about it. It's some good players out there.
I have to say basketball, soccer, and boxing. Boxing, bro. Hey, they be bro, their training is crazy. Like, I love watching boxing.
I got another sport actually. UFC. John Jones, light heavyweight
Oh, that's
champion.
tough. He's tough.
The next question is, who's your favorite all-time player? It doesn't say what sport or.
I guess
what
it's saying
league.
football.
I think it's answer football.
Okay. My favorite all-time player is probably it's kind of hard. There's so many people to pick from. It's like I'm thinking college and NFL.
Yeah.
We can do a college and an NFL.
All right, so my favorite college player is probably Justin Thomas, because when he was playing at Georgia Tech, that was when I really started getting into football, and he was good. He was pretty good. And
Oh wait, keep going.
and my favorite NFL player is probably Michael Dixon,
Oh yeah.
punter for the Seahawks. I really like the story behind him. He didn't play American football until he was on the Texas Longhorns
That's
on
fine.
full scholarship as a punter.
Oh man, that's fine. Go ahead, like you can go ahead.
I can go ahead.
Yeah.
Favorite college player? I have to go with Tavon Austin. He was that guy. His senior year highlights. If you've ever watched it on YouTube, legendary. NFL, LaDainian Tomlinson. I like small guys, man. He's a great running back.
All right. My favorite college football player, hands down, got to be Calvin Johnson. Solely based off, he just dominated every game. Every game he'll dominate, man. And favorite NFL would be Barry Sanders. Most definitely, Barry Sanders. Straight dog, man. Dog, man. Set records, did all
Question
that.
is, do you think there's still a idea of a prototypical quarterback in the NFL? There's a few prototypical quarterbacks left in the NFL, but that is slowly changing into it's changing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like everybody needs to be a pocket passer. Guys like Russell Wilson, he's short, he's fast, and he runs. Cam Newton, he's super tall, super big, he runs the ball. Lamar Jackson, he can't. People doubted his passing potential, but he still made it. He was the first ever Ravens rookie quarterback to ever go to the playoffs.
Oh, Baker Mayfield, he can run. He can run a little bit, but I wouldn't say. I mean, prototypical.
Is just like that tall guy that sits back there and just throws the rock.
It's like Tom Brady.
Yeah, like Jared Goff. I mean, he's probably the closest.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Garoppolo can run a little bit too. Yeah, so I mean, it's slowly starting to fade away, but I think there are still some guys out there that could still be prototypical. With the way offenses are changing, got to be able to run with the quarterback.
Oh, definitely. Quarterbacks nowadays are becoming more mobile because it fits a lot of important schemes. Because a lot of players are nowadays are like really fast. Like this guy's out here running 4.4s, 4.3s. Like, man, these quarterbacks got to be really. They have to have obviously a good arm, but they have to be able to move in and out of the pocket because defensive linemen actually they gain it too. So I mean, it's a lot of stuff you got to take in, quarterback wise.
All right. The next question is having a good coaching staff important for on and off the field? I believe this is very true because if you have a poor coaching staff, you will have a lot of people on your team that misbehave. Because good coaches will keep everybody in line, or at least try to. and having good coaches on the field is very important because, like, if you have a bunch of coaches that don't know what they're doing,
You're
you're not gonna win.
So he said it all.
Hey, to be honest, coaching is very important, but what's more important than coaching is leadership between the team. Like, obviously, teammates have to step up and be leaders for themselves, but coaches have to set that and guide them in the way they need to be. Like, so like on the field, they need to present themselves well and keep everybody out of trouble. Obviously, they don't need to be misguided and doing crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just basic stuff that kids who have full of energy, ready to hit somebody, man, they gotta put that anger and energy somewhere. I mean, can't be out just doing anything.
The next question is, what's your favorite sports team? We can do an NFL team and a college team.
Okay.
All right, my favorite I have a few.
Just name your favorite.
All
your
right.
favorite. Yeah.
My favorite college football team is Georgia Tech because they're gonna be fine this year.
They
new
are.
coaching staff.
They are.
The reason I like Georgia Tech is because my grandpa graduated from there, and my favorite NFL team is the Kansas City Chiefs because 2 years ago they drafted Georgia Tech's kicker Harrison Butker, and I've liked him ever since.
My favorite college team is Auburn. I just like that team, you know, like their colors. When I was little, I liked their colors, but as I got older, I started to get serious about football. And favorite NFL team, I'd have to go with Cowboys. Like the Cowboys. My favorite team.
My favorite college team would have to be, hands down, would be Georgia. As a young kid playing NCAA, you know, when you see that red, black, and white, man, it just, whew, used to be a beast in that thing. But NFL-wise, it had to be Kansas City, most definitely. And when I play Madden, it's just like, I don't know why, I was just drawn to them. So it's like I kind of favored them, you know. Just I like their colors, really, like the red and white. I don't know, I just like red in the football uniform. So yeah.
Question is, what position is the least important on the field? And I'm gonna say the punter because, like,
Oh my god,
he's not a kicker. He doesn't score points. He gives the ball to the other team.
Yeah.
And if he messes up, that could ruin a whole game. So I'm gonna say the punter is the least important position on the field.
Well, honestly, it was an easy question. Obviously, every position is important. Everybody is important to win a game. So
That is true.
There's not really you can say much about one position that's not important because throughout the whole phases of football, all three phases is important. Kickoff return, punt team, like punt return, all that's important. Like nobody's is counted out just because they're on a specific position or team. Like,
Question is, what are your thoughts on the transfer portal in the NCAA? I think it's pretty cool because kids that were recruited to a team, they were probably told by coaches like, yo, come here, you're going to play. And then they probably didn't end up playing, so they want to transfer to a school where they will get that chance to play and possibly make it to the NFL.
I think transfer portal was good. I can speak for not only me, but a lot of other athletes. But I think it's good for players, like he said, who are already on the big stage and want to go to a team where they'll be able to showcase their abilities and not be lagging behind. And also, it's good for kids who are at a smaller school or a school where they just need a year or two of development where they can showcase their skills on a bigger stage with a bigger team. I think it's really good.
yeah, honestly, it's very well because the smart thing for kids to do is start out at a small school who are been overlooked, undersized, like just coaches. You know, coaches gonna be coaches. They're gonna base you off size and the potential that they see in you. So them starting out small and being in that transfer portal, they'll be able to put themselves out there at that small college and make noise and do what they're supposed to do, and then transfer to a bigger school, do bigger things, and hopefully get to the NFL. Man, that's the one goal right there. So, I mean, hey.
Next question is a 3-part question. We'll start off with Mikkel. It's who's your favorite player on Team 11?
My boy Trey Messer, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy right there, bro. He got
Trey Wade.
Hey, he a man of God, bro. Like for real, like he really dedicated to it. And football plays a huge part in it because he bonds with his brothers and everything under God's name and under football, because like it can bring a lot of people together, and he's that guy to bring everybody together, and I really appreciate him for that. So yeah.
The next question is for DJ, and it's what's your farthest run so far in your football career?
I have 2 far runs, and they're both the same amount, same distance. Freshman year playing Shiloh. This is my second carry ever. I scored a 76-yard touchdown against Shiloh. And then this season, my senior year against Forsyth Central in first round of the playoffs, I scored another 76-yard touchdown.
And the next question is for me. It's what's my farthest punt? My farthest punt in game is like 45 yards, and my farthest punt just like kicking with my coaches or just like kicking by myself is 65, and that was more recently after working out and training.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the 4th Down Special Q&A. Please subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell for a notification, and follow our social medias: Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah.
Just hit us up if you have any questions about our page or football or anything you want us to do in the next video.